morning, all. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Been up for more than 15 minutes, so the brain is already trying to figure out new things, put together new thoughts, intertwine those thoughts into an idea. Probably gonna be related to a certain topic. Tangential as it may be. I got a question. In the days of Noah, who was taken out of the world? Everybody but Noah, right? Right? His wife, his 3 sons, their 3 wives, right? But other than them, and 2 of every creature that creepeth, fowl that fly, right? All the good ones, right? But it was evil that was vanquished out of the earth, off of the planet. Goodbye, you are no longer. And in Matthew, when Christ is speaking of the end of days, these verses that people like to point to and say, well, one will be working at the wheel and the other one will be taken. 2 women will be working at the wheel and 1 is taken. Right? And many Christians claim that that's God rapturing these individuals up into heaven. And well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you're right. Christ specifically mentions the days of Noah. And then 3 verses later talks about how there'll be 1 there and there'll be 2 there and one's taken out. Why wouldn't it be the evil people taken out? Why's it gotta be the righteous? Especially if the reference point that you're referencing is a time when Noah was the only one. Noah and his family were the only ones that were left on the earth. Why wouldn't it be us that were left? Why wouldn't it be the righteous that were left on earth? And here's another question. Why would that bother you so much? Why is heaven your goal? Or why is getting, if not heaven, getting off the earth your goal? Why every day that we're given to breathe, to speak, to think, to act, to believe is a privilege. It's an honor. It's a gift. Christians, especially when things in the earth start looking pretty, For the last 10 years, I don't know how many times it's been, now's the time, guys, get ready. Get ready. Get ready to be raptured. Oh, Donald Trump, he's going to be president. This is, like I said, 10 years ago. Oh, man, going to bring in the end days. Then COVID. Oh, gosh. Get ready. Get ready. I'm not trying to sound like the disciples in the boat in the middle of the storm. Jesus, do you see? Do you see? Do you think I'm blind? Have you forgotten already? Have you forgotten the gifts that we as believers are given? And who gave us those gifts? It'd be one thing if it was a gift that you got from a friend. A really good friend, all right? Look, admittedly, a really good friend really cares about you, loves you, wants what's best for you, really knowledgeable. But no, we were given gifts by an almighty God. And it's like we just want to cash those gifts in for a get me out of here pass. We're saying no thank you to the gifts that God gave us to go and make disciples of other men because of our selfish desire to not suffer at all. Suffering's not all bad. Suffering, especially when the decision to suffer is made intentionally. When you expose yourself to things that you know that aren't going to bring immediate pleasure, there's true good being done there. When you toil the field, when you, from the sweat of your brow, when you sacrifice for your wife, when you love your wife like Christ loved the church, there's real good being done. And you don't always get to see, it's not like landscaping where, hey, look, I mowed the yard. I immediately see the fruit of my labor. No. Sometimes it takes longer. But I've seen enough good from doing good in the last 7 years to know that the selfish, prideful, deceitful, man that I was 7, 8 years ago. Though, at certain points, it felt like I was mowing the grass. I did this and I got instant fruit of my labor. Your labor is treacherous. You're doing wicked things. And instant gratification equals delayed demise. Delayed gratification equals exponentially more good. So, stop looking for this instant gratification. Get ready to stick around for a bit. Understand that you've got a lot of really awesome gifts as a believer. And you've got one goal, and it's not heaven. You have one goal, and that is to make disciples of all men. Heaven's just the consequence of doing that. Let me ask you, if we worked really hard on that one goal and we were successful, let's say we were successful, we were able to make disciples of all men, what then would be the difference between earth and heaven? That's why it's important, folks. Be a believer that desires to make disciples of all men. Love y'all. Take care. Be blessed.